Good morning. I am 6 minutes early today, and even though it's pouring, I created a fun little setup that I'm gonna share with you later. I took a picture, and so I actually made it to Central Park, and taking advantage of the rain, decided to park myself here next to this pond with ducks. Usually, there's so many people here, and it's impossible to do, you know, a peaceful practice because people are talking while they're taking pictures. And so today there's nobody but me, which is pretty cool. So let's hope that it's not gonna rain too much and I will be able to stay here throughout the whole thing. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Ari. Good morning, Yanni and Leo. Good morning, Joey. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Judy. Yes, of course, Jean. I am happy to do it. Well, I am partially dry, Gina. I have a nice coat from my friend, but of course I'm a little bit wet, which is fine. It's quite warm, so it's not a big deal. Look at those ducks, so cute. And I'm just so happy there is nobody but me today here. Alright, it is time for us to start. And today we will continue exploring the guideline of kindness and look at the way we express or don't express it towards ourselves inward. So without further ado, take a comfortable position, settle in, noticing all the circumstances of this practice, the inner and the outer. And with each cycle of breath, dissolving the boundary between the inner and outer. Really settling into this interconnectedness of everything that is. Allow your breath to be easy and soft, not forced, uncontrolled. And let this easy breath be your invitation to find effortlessness in your body, your mind, and your heart. Scan your body from top to bottom, and with each exhale, soften a little bit more into the ground. Remind yourself that the ground, the earth, can carry you, and you don't need to hold yourself up. You can release whatever tension you find, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental. It's okay. You can let go, even if it's just for a few moments. The Buddha said, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This statement seems perfectly logical, and yet, how often do we really follow it? Take a moment right now to reflect back on the past couple of days. How many times did you say to yourself something like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot? How many times did you beat yourself up for acting silly or making a wrong decision? How often do you feel ashamed of yourself? I, for example, just yesterday said exact same words to myself and actually to my friend. I was mailing a package for her to Canada, something she needed, and I wanted to put a little gift in there and forgot it at home. So in the post office, I gave the parcel to the guy and left, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot the little gift I wanted to put in. And I immediately wrote to her what I said, to myself. I am such an idiot. I forgot the gift at home. And then I'm like, oh my God, we are going to talk about it tomorrow. So you got to laugh about it. It's okay. If you catch yourself finding that you use the self-talk, you can always intervene. And this is what we're learning here. Because we do all this self-berating so habitually, and it seems so innocent. We don't see any harm in it. In fact, self-deprecating humor is even considered to be an element of modesty, a virtue in the Western culture, something to be praised for, something everybody likes, right? All this habitual belittling of ourselves doesn't really help us grow into our full potential, to become the spacious, expansive, compassionate being that we all want to be. As we practice mindfulness and become more aware of all of the unkind thoughts and behaviors towards ourselves, we become more real. And through a simple practice of seeing our own goodness, we can undo the deeply rooted habit of blame and self-hate that keep us feeling isolated, unworthy. So let's do this practice now. Connecting to our goodness once again. Take a quick body scan again, really inhabiting this moment. Find your primary anchor, something like your breath or a particular sensation in your body that you can come back to every time you get distracted. And now see if you can think of one good thing you did yesterday. It doesn't have to be huge. Maybe it was a smile, or you started to get annoyed with somebody but managed to interrupt this pattern. Maybe you listened to somebody attentively. If nothing easily comes to mind, don't worry. Doing this very practice right now counts as something good too. And remember, it's not arrogant to consider what you've done right. It's actually quite refreshing. So for the next few moments, just sit with it, delighting in the good things you have done over the past couple of days. And now reflect on a difficult time in your day, a challenge that you may be going through right now. How can you approach this with kindness to yourself? Visualize it, feel it, rehearse it in your mind. Can you see yourself, feel yourself as bigger than your problem? For example, the moment you remember that nothing is permanent, that any challenge will eventually get resolved somehow, this is when you become bigger than your problem. And in this moment, can you feel that you are spacious enough to hold all the challenges in your life with self-compassion, kindly, to let go of the knee-jerk reaction of self-blame and constant self-berating. So as you recall this difficult situation you're passing through right now, see if you can feel yourself bigger than your problem. See if you can relax into a space of ease and clear knowing that you are enough, that whatever it is you do is enough, that everything that's happening is perfect and exactly the way it should be. Maybe as you reflect on that, you can repeat softly to yourself, I choose to be kind to myself. I choose to be kind to myself. Walt Whitman said, I am larger and better than I thought. I did not think I held so much goodness. As you go about your day-to-day, remind yourself of this. Maybe you will benefit from experimenting with some alarms on your phone to remind you to take a moment to breathe into your innate goodness. To remind yourself to be kind to yourself. Every time you notice that you say something like, what an idiot I am, stop and choose kindness instead. In that moment, you may want to say, it's okay, honey, I've got it, I can do it, I am bigger than this. So let's complete this practice, this contemplation, with a verse from the Metta practice, directing loving kindness towards ourselves. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I be happy, healthy, and at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I be kind to myself. May I know deep, natural peace. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I choose to be kind to myself effortlessly. May self-kindness become my second nature. May I know deep, natural peace. Take a few nice, deliberate breaths. And make a commitment to yourself to be kind to yourself and others today. Every time you notice that you're being unkind, take a moment. Don't berate yourself for it, just acknowledge. Remember, we all do it. Just confirms our humanity. And just choose to reframe this moment of unkindness into a smile, a deep listening, or maybe a walking away from the situation, whatever that means in the moment. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.